What is up, tacticians? Welcome to episode number 8 of my Road to Challenger series, where I basically do a ranked VOD review until I get to Challenger. Now, I know I haven't made a video in a couple days. I think it's been like a week now. I just been a little bit sick and I had a convention to go to, so I've just been taking care of myself and just taking a break from TFT. But we are back, and as of the time of this recording, we are in Diamond 327 LP. I think we ended the last episode around like Diamond 46 LP. So we are slowly climbing back up. And I think there were some things I was just probably going to talk about a lot of more about the set mechanics in this video. So I just wanted to let you guys know that TFT is a strategy game after all. It's kind of like a game of chess where you have your openings and you have the middle game and an end game. And there are more optimal moves than the other. I guess you can say there are more correct solutions to different scenarios. And TFT is kind of like that. So everything I say may not be the most optimal or the most correct. However, based off of the fundamentals I have and the meta reading I have, that's sort of the conclusions that I come up to. And as a content creator, I do have to put in a lot of time to study this game and read the meta and understand the fundamentals. So obviously I'm not going to give you guys like crappy and incorrect sort of solutions to different scenarios. So just keep that in mind, that like everything I say may not be the most correct. However, there are probably some level of truth into them. But yeah, let's get into the video. Looks like we have Golden Gala. I should be checking my Exotech items here. I keep forgetting. But first game back, so I'll cut myself a little bit of slack, but I guess we can kind of skip the minion around a little bit. So yeah, my Exotech items were Repulsor. No, it was, yeah, Repulsor, Hollowbow, and Pulse Stabilizer. Which, if you guys don't know, I believe Rage Blade, Hollowbow, and Pulse Stabilizer is probably the best combination of items you can give to Zeri at the moment. But this lobby is probably going to be contested with 5 different Zeris, because that is kind of the way games are going right now. But I minion started me with the bars, so I'm obviously going to look into the Exotech angle. More so because I have very, very nice Exotech items, so I mean, there's just no way I don't. So just hold Bastion, hopefully I find a Jhin here, activate Exotech. Yeah. Alright, so we have the augments right here. With the economic hack for the augments, you probably want to get a pretty decent one. So like something like Pilfer is probably not the best. So and given the fact that we have all that shimmers on the right side, so in this case I would still keep Salvage Bin just in case, but probably go ahead and roll the left one. And we have Cup Horse here, which is like really nice. Under any other circumstances, this would generally be like an almost insta take for me, because like I have an IE right here, so I already have one Jinx item, and Belt is not the worst. And this gives me a Graves and a Rengar, so like I'm like at a decent start. Like obviously last patch I would have instantly taken this without even scouting, but like knowing that my Exotech items are really good, like I kind of put this on a hold, just because like, yeah, I mean it's not like I had a Jinx right away either, so I think I should go ahead and roll that and Salvage Bin here, just because they're not that great. Support cache is probably not the worst here. Again, if I'm going towards Exotech, I want to have more items, which is why all that streamers is also nice. 2-trick can help me tempo into the vertical Exotech, because I'm obviously not going to go Exotech here because I don't have Hyperfang. And more so I have Pulse and Hollowbow, more the reason to go Zeri, so 2-trick's not the worst here, so I can tempo into it, but I do think I want a better, more consistent econ one, kind of like Gambler's Blade and Collector, that I can later on give to Jin. Too much value would have been great if I was going, if this was like an artifact encounter and I start off with a Mana Zane, then boom, that's Vigar right there. If I started with a Rage Blade, I could potentially look into TF or Vayne reroll as well. So too much value is an overall good argument, but given my board, it's a little bit risky to roll all that Shimmers, because I mean, although support cache is good, in the past I've gone scenarios where the 4 support items that I was offered were not that great, so I think I just go ahead and take all that Shimmers here and play around giving my Varus that item early on. And although I think Collector is a better item on Jin, I go ahead and pick Gambler's Blade here. I just think Gambler's Blade is an overall better item right now, and in the scenario that I have to kind of swap off and go a different comp, I can put the Gambler's Blade on a lot of people. So we can already see that this guy's Hyperfang. It's probably gonna go Exotech realistically with Magic 1, or it's like Crownswell. I forgot the name of the argument, but yeah, one that gives you a needlessly large rod and some stats. So we're obviously not going to go ahead and level here because we don't have any upgraded units, and look at the amount of pairs we're holding, so just seems very unreasonable. Now, I probably should have scouted here, but I mean, I just assumed that this lobby was going to have at least like 3 other Zeri players at minimum, and probably just some like verticals like Anima vertical or Street Demon vertical, maybe some rerolls like Vayne. Yeah, so this guy, I mean, I can't really tell, but Hollowbow, Jin, not the worst. Nitro, Zeri. This guy already has Exotech with Mordekaiser, going for levels. So this is a sort of high econ lobby, because as you saw, like, someone had Clear Mind, someone else had all the Shimmers, someone had Slam In. It's a very high econ lobby. Everybody's going to be pushing level 8 pretty quickly, meaning they're probably going for tier 4 carries. So like Vexes, Zeris, Sejuani's, Leonas, those are going to be gone very quickly. Keeping that in mind, keeping that also, like, we saw, I mean, this guy's rapid fire, speed kills, someone was going Vayne reroll, so like Rage Blades are going to be taken very quickly, because like nobody's going Vigar reroll, nobody's going other rerolls. So with that in mind, I do want to be one of the first ones to go on the carousel. That way I can grab a recur bow at the very minimum. So yeah, just do a little scouting here, make sure I can kind of go on a loss streak here, or not more of a loss streak, but more of a lose this round so that I can go first on the carousel. Gonna position around that. And now you may be wondering why I slammed IE if I'm gonna go, because you should be going Pulse Stabilizer, Hollowbow, and Rage Blade. So you're wondering why I slammed IE. That's going to be going on Jin later. I don't really have a use for Sword and Sparing Glove otherwise. So yeah, just for Jin later, and I'll just put it on Varus for now. It doesn't make him that much stronger. I mean, it lets him crit because I don't have Executioner active, but just making sure that I'm losing, but I'm still killing like 1 or 2 units, which is good. So I just go ahead and sell here to make 20. I know I was holding on to a lot of pairs, but I think the Jax pair is the only one that I really need. considering that I'm gonna go on a loss streak. So looks like, yeah, I got the recurbo here. It would have been nice if it was on the Jin instead. I'd be able to activate Exotech. So I'm at a point where, like, you see, I see 1, 2, 3, like 2, 3, 4. Like, I already know that 4 other people are gonna go Zeri. Or, like, at minimum, they're going to hold Sejuani's, right? Because if you are going Exotech, realistically, you should not be throwing in a Zeri unless, like, you have an emblem and you can somehow fit her in. Because, like, at the end of the day, you're not really going to have Rapid Fire active for her, and, like, you're not going to have items on her, so it just seems kind of silly if you go Vex and Zeri. More so, it's more of a troll, because, like, you're just making your team a little bit weaker when you could have, like, a tier 5 in, like Viego 2, Zac 2, Garen 2, Aurora 2. There's just so many better things that you can put in than a Zeri if you're going Exotech. So, yeah, I mean, I know Meta TFT said I had an 81% chance here, but I was like, there's no way I win this. Like, Jin has the Gunblade. Like, I definitely lose this. Yeah, so in my position, at least, like, okay, so for, like, those of you watching that are sort of in the lower elo, like, let's just say, like, gold or plat, if you want to get better at playing contested, the number one thing to keep in mind is, like, you just want to look at their items, to look at the augments they're taking. For me, I have all that Shimmers, which is an econ augment that matches the other people's econ augments, like Clear Mind and Slammin. But my econ augment is sort of better because, like, yes, I'm not getting as much gold value, like guaranteed gold value, as they are, because, again, like, Gambler's Blade doesn't guarantee me money. However, I get an item which provides me stat value to my champions. And more so, I'm going Exotech, where you get more benefit off of having items on your Exotech units, right? So, yeah, you have to be able to understand, like, for that guy, for example, had a Hextech Gunblade on, so he's going to be going Vex. I mean, like, I don't know if he's going to hold Zeri's, but there's, like I said, it's kind of troll. But you have to be able to compare the items that you have with theirs. It's like, I'm half a Rageblade now. I literally just need one more component. And again, I have Pulse Stabilizer and Hollow Bow. And half a Rageblade for Zeri, which is, like, already better than, like, everybody else, all the other Exotech guys' boards. Like, as long as I find one Zeri, I'm much stronger. Like, they can hit a level 2 Zeri and I'll probably still be slightly stronger, as long as I have a Sejuani as well. So it's like, to an extent, understanding that, like, looking at the bigger picture, right? Like, on stage 4, when I hit my unit and when they hit their units, am I going to be stronger or are they going to be stronger? Like, that's the kind of, like, analysis that you need to be able to make. Or at least, like, you can practice, like, or like, observe, I guess, more so. Which is why I'd say, like, recording your games and doing VOD review like I am is, like, very important. Because now, you get to see the results, right? It's like, oh, I hit my board, they hit their board, who's stronger? And then you get to memorize that. And then in the future games, when you have that similar scenario, you're like, oh, I'm going to be stronger later on, so I'm going to contest them no matter what, right? Like, they can get lucky all they want, but unless they, like, get super lucky and I get super unlucky, I'm going to be better off. That kind of analysis is very important in TFT. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. I know I was doing a lot of talking, but here you might wonder why I didn't slam Sunfire. I'd rather slam or Gargoyles. I'd rather slam a Evantrad because I am going Zeri Jin carry, so I'm gonna need a lot of that Sunder, which Jin does provide, but Evantrad is nice to have because you need a way for Jin to cast anyways. And I also have 2 recur bows extra recur bows that I can make a red buff for Varus later on. Varus or Jhin, yeah, so more on Varus, but yeah. So that's kind of how I slime my items there, because I got that Rage Blade luckily. Already from the start here, my eyes are on bad luck protection. This is just probably one of the best gold augments you can take for Zeri, just because, especially if you have a hollow bow, just because it synergizes so well. Like, this should be giving her a lot of extra AD percent. So, like, already looking at this scenario, like, I have hollow bow, pulse stabilizer, and a rage blade guaranteed for Zeri. Now I just need to get to level 8 and find literally 1 Zeri. I don't even need a level 2 Zeri, just one Zeri. And with bad luck protection, like, my level 1 Zeri is already stronger than a level 2 Zeri without those items, because I think I skipped through the video a little bit, but I made sure to check everybody's Exotech items, like at least the ones that are contesting me. Yeah, none of them had that combination. Like, at best, somebody had a hollow bow, which, like, you'd be going like Rage Blade IE or Rage Blade, Hextech Gunblade, and hollow bow on Zeri. But, like, even then, that doesn't beat Pulse Stabilizer, hollow bow, Rage Blade with bad luck protection on Zeri. So already knowing that, I have so much value and so much power for my Zeri. I don't give a, like, I don't care, like, what everybody else is going and what they have. Like, I'm just strictly better here. So I'm just gonna roll the other 2 just in case. I'm not sure what else. I mean, I guess I can get like Cyber Deck or Trial Run or whatever. Even then, they're probably not good. I do roll a little bit here because I do want to activate Exotech at least, and preferably find 1 Mordekaiser because he is a pretty decent tank. So I'm not going to roll past 30, but just roll to 30 here. Do find 1 Jhin, which is nice. It should not have taken that many rolls to find 1 Jhin. Still didn't find a Mordekaiser, by the way, so that's quite unfortunate, but I think that's one thing that also affects lower elo players, is that, like, they're too afraid to roll. Like, they will always stay above 50 no matter what, and that's only the case if you are going for a fast 8, right? Like, if you're going for a fast 8, you should not be rolling, not even one roll, no matter what. Like, I don't care if you have that, like, a lot of pairs. If you're going for fast 8, your mind was already set on, I need to get to level 8 as soon as possible, so I'm going to stay above 50 gold. I'm going to get the maximum interest I can get, and I'm going to level. So that's your end goal, right? But in my case, I'm not fast 8ing. I'm just standard rolling. So as long as I'm above 30 gold, which in this case I'm at 40, which is nice, I should be fine. But I did need to roll there because, like, my border was, like, dirt weak. Like, my Gragas is already providing me a lot of value. I found a Jhin, and it's procced with Marksman off of Kindred, and I have a decent front line. And again, earlier I didn't finish my thought, but I was holding the Chain Vesk so I can make a Protector's Vow for Sejuani, which is why I did not slime Gargoyles or Sunfire. So my scenario at stage 2 was, I'm being a little bit greedy by going in a 5-way Zeri. Well, I mean, this guy already has a Zeri, right? He has Pulse Stabilizer, and he has a Vex as well. Like, oh well. Like, you high roll sometimes. It's TFT, right? So I'm not going to be upset about that. It happens. But now I beg the question of, like, where, like... So normally when you go Exotech, you want to have Varus kind of as, like, your secondary, like, carry, or at least, like, the person that you use the tempo off of, which is why Hyperfang at Exotech 3 or 5 is kind of important, because you want to have Hyperfangs on Varus to kind of help you tempo. Like, I mean, that guy had Pulse Stabilizer, but then you can have it on a level 2 Jhin and get more value out of it. If Jhin was holding a level 2 Pulse and was, like, you were using that to tempo, like, I'd understand, but, like, putting in a Zeri now and having a Pulse on her, like, with no other items just seems very silly. Like, again, like, it's a tier 4 on stage 3, you're tempoing with it, cool. But like, this guy has 2 econ augments. Yes, he's gonna get to level 8 faster than me, but he will also bleed out a lot quicker unless he hits level 2 stage 20, level 2 Zeri, maybe a Renekton, his level 2 Vex. Like, you need to hit everything in a contested, in a 5-way contested lobby. Like, it seems very unrealistic, and I don't know, like, I'll probably find the same amount, if not maybe a little bit less than him, but like, because I have 2 sort of like combat providing augments, like, I'm going to be better off in the late game, right? Like, yes, he has 1 Zeri with Pulse and Red buff, but again, I think that those exact items are probably better on a level 2 Jhin, given his comp, right? And more so, like, he sacrificed grabbing Vex items on the carousel to grab Zeri items, which now he's like, I don't know, he's not focusing on 1 carry, and that is a major problem. That is one of the mistakes that a lot of people make. I mean, like, Vex has blue buff and Jewel Gauntlet. You should be getting Guard Breaker on her, or like some other item on her. But no, he went for red buff for Zeri. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, this is what I'm being contested by, right? and like, and in no way am I insulting these players, or they're like I'm sure they have their own play styles and their own way of reading the meta, but like, this is coming down to more fundamentals. Like, you should be focusing on one person's items most of the times, maybe a second person, like, but that's because they are your tank. Right? Like, you should be focusing on your carry and your main tank's like items first. You should not be focusing on your carry and your second carry's items. Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? Except for me, like, I obviously wasn't given that many tank items, so I wasn't able to build many tank items. But like, I have Zeri's items right now, which is literally just Rageblade, and I just need to get Exotech 7, and then I have Zeri's items. And then I have Jhin as my secondary carry, so I was able to do that because Exotech just gives you a lot of items, right? So it looks like all the other Exotech guys did find either Sejuani or Zeri, or both. So, I mean, I am a little bit stressed here, because obviously, like, why are these people contesting me when I have a better hand? But like, you know, like, if you were handed those units, would you not grab them either, right? Like, I don't know, it seems a little bit, it feels like they're trolling a little bit, but I mean, there's not much I can do. Yeah, like, level 2 Sejuani. This guy has 2 Zeris. No Sejuani. Yeah, I mean, like, if I was really impatient, I would level up to 8 here and literally roll like 10 gold and maybe hit 1 Zeri or 1 Sejuani, but that is very bad. Like, despite my health being very low, I still need to keep a clear mind and make sure my emotions don't get in the way, and just kind of focus on the fact that I'm going to hit level 8 soon. And I have really good items, so I just need to find 1 Zeri. Literally just 1 Zeri, and I'm literally better off. So we do lose here, unfortunately. This guy's level 2 Zeri now. So Zeri's and Mords are out of the pool. Zeri's and Sejuani's a lot of them are out of the pool, which is fine. But yeah, keep a clear mind, keep a clear motion. So yeah, teaming up, not really the move here. Like, yes, oh, what if those 2 random 4 costs are Zeri and Sejuani, right? It's like, oh, but I mean, Like, that's not necessary. I might as well get guaranteed value, right? So roll teaming up. Cybernetic implants is probably really good in Exotech, and bulky buddies is also not bad, but I'm gonna roll teaming up. Not today's not that great for my comp, obviously. And so I think here, like, my eyes are on cybernetic implants, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll the right one. And here I get pair 4s, which kind of intrigued me because it's like the only tier 4s I'm running in my comp are going to be Zeri and Sejuani, so I'm like, okay, this is a really good combat augment. Like, this is actually going to make me really, really strong. So I did go ahead and take this, and as a bonus, it gives you a random tier 4, so why not? I got a nanny, but it's fine. Do level here, roll a little bit. We do not find the Zeri, unfortunately. So, oh well, it happens. As long as, at least we got 2 Sejuanis, so it means that we are going to have a good chance of seeing a level 2 Sejuani soon. So there's that at least. So it looks like this guy found his 2 Zeris as well. So at this point, there are 6 Zeris that are out of the pool, so there's 4 left in the pool. And this guy also has a level 2 Sejuani, actually. Oh, no, does he? No, he doesn't have a Sejuani. And I think like 5 Sejuanis are out of the pool, so again, it's fine. Like 33 HP might seem a little bit scary, but again, like he does have 2 combat augments, so he's a little bit better off than the other guys. But I think my oh yeah, I do find a Zeri here. Unfortunately, I do have to sell that extra Varus I have, but it is worth it. And I am missing a Nefiri because I did end up selling it so that I can roll more. Because like this area is very important. Like, I don't have a level 2 Mord, level 2 Jin. Like, I'm kind of down. Like, in terms of units, I'm kind of down bad, but I have 2.5 combat augments to boost my Zeri and Sejuani. So, and my Jin. So, I mean, like, I do barely lose to this guy, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, this guy is Hollowbow, Rageblade, IE, which is like, you know, not. I mean, that's still a good Zeri, but again, he did have to take 2 econ augments to hit that, which is like not ideal, right? I did want that Renekton in there so I can make another TG, but that gets taken. So honestly, there's not really items I can make here, so I just kind of grabbed the Recur Bow, but. So yeah, this guy's holding 4 Sejuanis now, actually. So it's 5 Sejuanis gone, 6 Zeris gone. So you know, oh, actually 6 Sejuanis are gone. Yeah. So I still somehow hit level 2 Sejuani, which I guess it's a miracle, but. Here, I have 2 lives left, so I do have to come up with a sort of I do have to slime this IE here, and I mean within mind, I obviously am going to give that second IE to Jin later, because I'm going to give Hollowbow to Zeri. But this IE is pretty nice because now I'm giving her the bad luck protection value. And we are getting the pair of 4s value, so overall, I mean, like, look at this. Like, this guy's level 2 Vex with 2 items, level 2 Zeri with 2 items, and level 2 Jin, level 2 Mordekaiser, a Sejuani, And like I still beat him with a level 1 Zeri and level 1 Jin, level 1 Mordekaiser, right? Like hitting your board doesn't mean anything. Like, you hit your board, congrats. Like, you're still weaker, right? Like, TFT, like, it has roguelike components in it where it's not about just getting there, right? It's about like getting synergizing augments and synergizing items, and you have to look at it in a bigger picture, right? You can't just be like, oh, this comp is really good, I'm just gonna force it every game. Like, if you can probably do that in a high level of gaming, like if you're in Grandmaster or Challenger, you can probably manage to get away with that because you're just so good at the game at that point, you can do that. But like that's not the case here, right? Like, we're all in Diamond here. We are still in like somewhat of a higher elo at the moment because like it is early set to Diamond, so it's not necessarily low elo, but yeah. I should slime this cloak on Jack. Actually no, we do get more components here. You're wondering why I didn't slime the IE, because I want to give the double IE to Jin, and I don't have a remover, so I had to wait one more round. But I was confident that I was going to win that. Like, I don't think I lose to anybody here, maybe except to one guy. So, I mean, just kind of played a little bit greedy there. I should have rolled here. Or actually, no. Like, at this point, 7 Zeris are out of the pool. Actually, maybe 8. So my chances of finding Zeri is like very minimal, right? So very unfortunate, but at least we found one Zeri, so we are actually extremely strong now. And we yeah, there's no point of rolling here, and I should realistically win most of these games, like I said, maybe except to one person. And I should have been scouting to position my Sejuani better and dodge other people's Sejuanis, which is kind of a mistake. Like, you should be doing that late game. Always scouting for Sejuanis, always scouting for like any kind of CC, realistically. But yeah, I do have, like I said, I have 2.5 combat value, augment value, so I'm just gonna be stronger than most people here. I'm not sure why I'm rolling here. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm rolling because I want to hit level 2 Jin, level 2 Mord. Like, it's stage 5. Come on, right? Like, give me my level 2 Mord. Give me my level 2 tier 3. Give me my level 2 tier 2. I don't even have a Varus pair. Very, sort of an unlucky game. More so because I'm getting contested, right? So, a lot of the units I need are out of the pool, so... But hey, like, they can have it, why can't I, right? Which is fine. Again, it's game TFT, I'm not complaining. Ooh, Jin does get one shot there by Shaco. Yeah, I think this was the one guy that I do lose to, just because that backline access is kind of crazy. Zeri does get to kill a lot of units here, just because Sejuani's stunned. But, yeah. And he does have 2 combat augments, so... Despite not having a level 3 Vayne, like level 2 Zed with those 2 combat power is actually doing a lot of work there, right? So yeah, I mean, these guys have level 2 Zeris, got level 2 Sejuanis, it's fine. We do find a level 2 Jin and a Varus pair, so that's actually really good. Okay, now I do scout just to see who I'm going against, because I am on my last life as well. This guy does have a pretty strong board. again, like that level 2 Zeri having that red buff is not that strong. Like, should obviously better off holding an IE. And that level 2 Vex with 2 items, like, is kind of weak, right? With 2 econ augments, yeah, I mean, again, I'm not picking on these people. I'm just observing my combat power, like my board strength versus my opponent's board strengths, obviously, because that is very important to keep in mind at all times. But also, like, it does kind of feel like, you know, like in this game, like, with so much RNG in it, it's also like there are sometimes, like, I don't know, I do feel like at least this patch, a lot of people have been mindlessly just playing Zeri. Like, they're like, ooh, I'm gonna go Zeri every game, right? It's like, oh, I started off with the Jax, time to go Exotech, right? But, like, there's no reasoning behind it. There's no intention to it. There's, like, what's the bigger picture, right? Like, you don't have good Exotech items. Like, you don't even have a good item start. You don't have a good board start. You don't have good augments that synergize with it, right? And we're just going it, right? Just because the game gave us one of the units, right? And I feel like that's kind of what this patch kind of feels like. It just from an observant point of view, not like a complaining and negative whining point of view. That's just what I've noticed, right? So we do go ahead and knock out one of the Exotech players. Again, no combat augment, right? So you're obviously going to be very weak in the end. You're going to be falling off on stage 5. Like, you hit your board, right? But, like, you have no combat power to back you up. Same with these other guys. Like, I have level 1 Zeri still. I don't have a level 2 Zeri. But, like, level 1 Zeri, level 2 Varus, level 2 Jhin, like, they are getting so much combat value that I'm still in this game. So, 2 people at Zeris are knocked out, so we should be realistically finding more Zeris here. So I think I go ahead and roll next round. So this guy is pretty strong. He is playing Golden Ox pretty well. You should be going any carry mainly, and then Ophelio secondary if you can. Because, like, realistically, you're not finding Viego every game, right? So this guy did high roll a little bit, but does understand how to play Golden Ox nicely. So that is a board I'm probably going to be scared of later on. I should have picked this aura up, actually. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I should have picked that aura up, just in case I get... maybe not, just because, like, I'm on my last life. My odds of getting to level 9 is very low, in my opinion, unless I hit the Zeri, like, next round. But we do find that secondary, which is a massive improvement. Gonna roll here. Nice. O2 Zeri after on stage 6-1. Grab the Rabadons here. Really good item on Varus. And, you know, he's the only one that's missing an item here. So we have a huge Exotech value here. Like, Exotech 7, really strong board. Level 2 Zeri with those items. And bad luck protection and pair of 4s. One mistake here, I should be giving that cloak to Jax, because we're not going to get any more components, so I should be giving Jax that Exotech value. So that is one sort of minor mistake. I don't think it would have realistically costed me a round, but, you know, that's just something I should have been in a habit of doing. Again, finally got third item on Vex, but it is kind of too late. And one combat augment, which is fine, but, you know, hit the board a little bit too late despite having 2 econ augments. So, I mean, from here, it's a little bit satisfying that the 4 people that mindlessly contested me on Zeri, or Sejuani as well, are at the bottom 4. Which, yeah, I mean... realistically, like, those guys shouldn't be allowed to be doing all that, right? Like... Because, like, this isn't low elo. Like, this is diamond. Like... And again, this is... the second... we're only on the 2nd patch right now. So being in diamond this early on in the set is, like, you are a high elo player. Like, in a... or, like... not necessarily high elo, but you're still like a decent player, so I don't know. I was just expecting that these people would have more realistic fundamentals, and like maybe it's just their playstyle. Like maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit too hard, maybe I'm just judging a little bit too hard, but it just didn't make sense to me that like with such an opener I was being mindlessly contested into, which like again I didn't mind it because I had such good augments. I knew I was gonna like beat them in the end anyways, so I was a little bit scared here. I thought I was gonna lose here, but yeah, like I said, that VAR is very strong. My Jhin is also very strong, double IE. I wish that Exotech emblem was on Aurora, because then I can actually put her in. It would make more sense to put her in, but take the Nefiri out, put Exotech on her, give the TG to Jax. Yeah, I mean... I think here I should have bought the Leona, sold the Nefiri, put the Exotech on Leona, or like on Kindred. Yeah, I mean like I know Leona doesn't proc anything here, but like neither is Nefiri really realistically. With if I had an Exotech emblem, which I do, so having a double stun comp is not the worst here. Obviously, I wouldn't mind having some like a Renekton maybe. So this guy is pretty strong. He did reposition against me to put that brand in the corner, which is really good for him, not for me, obviously. I do think I mean, like, look at that Zeri's damage. Off of Bad Luck Protection, Pulse Stabilizer, Hollow Bow, Rage Blade, Pair of 4's value. I mean... I guess putting in Leona would have messed up with my pair of 4's. So never mind. Never mind that. Nope goes nice here. Prox Bruiser for Mordekaiser. Viego would have been nice for Techie. I wonder if Renekton would have been better here, because I would have had Bastion for him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there was a scenario where I could realistically beat I mean, level 2 Viego with those items. Level 2 Viego with Biss. Level 2 Zac with crazy good items on him. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there was a scenario where I would have won this realistically, so... Well, GD to him. And to the others as well. But yeah, I mean, that was sort of the game. I guess I talked more a little bit about, you know, understanding board strength and kind of like reading the game more so, rather than like the more play-by-play I made. In a way, it was still a VOD review, however, it was more, it was a little bit different from the other episodes, I understand that, but yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below, and I should be making more episodes here this week. I know there's a new patch coming out, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit more studying. and make sure I am kept up with the new meta. First things we know, the tier 2 rerolls are getting nerfed, like TF, Vayne, Vigar, I believe is also getting nerfed. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. It's probably not going to be as reroll based. Amp is getting buffed again along with Annie, so Amp vertical is probably going to be one of the comps you see often. Golden Ox with a +1 emblem, probably going to be a lot stronger now too as well. Yeah, so it's gonna, hopefully the next patch is a little bit better than this one. Just because this patch was a little bit rough for not just me. I think I've seen a lot of people in the community agree with me that this patch was a little bit rough. It was just like 6 Zeris every game, right? And it's just whoever had the better Zeri and whoever had better fundamentals would just win the game. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you've watched to the end of the video, I appreciate you a lot and thank you for the support. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode.